Hello, everybody. Scott Golden here with the Golden Opportunities Coaching YouTube channel and the Pro Wrestling Logic YouTube channel. This is, of course, Pro Wrestling Logic, where we discuss pro wrestling from all points of intersection. And this is the December 2nd, 1990 or 1989. I'm sorry, edition of WCW Saturday Night. This is, of course, a abridged version, just over maybe just under 90 minutes with commercials. Anyway, a couple of shots by uh, the opening fellow, who happens to be Ranger Ross. Ranger Ross, an enhancement talent. Not a very exciting match for Ross, though manages to get a couple of drop kicks under the chin, a couple of hip tosses, and pretty dominant throughout the early stages of his foray here. Deep arm drag, and he then gets kind of a modified slam and gets a victory. Ranger Ross is a major force through about 1990. Jim Cornette basically says that he is going to make sure that every team gets in the way of the Midnight Express is taken out, and certainly Jim Cornette is in no way shy about his dissatisfaction, for lack of a better term, with just about any team that's in front of his team. And Jim Cornette gets everybody ready for sometimes the holidays. Rick Fargo and Brody Chase is up next. They're doing the $5,000 challenge. Basically, any team that beats the Midnight Express gets that $5,000 run there. But this is the Steiner Brothers. Steiner Brothers are a major team here, and Steiner Brothers are in complete control. They hit a couple of deep suplexes. They are getting ready for, in about a week or so, maybe two, the Starcade run there. Scott Steiner manages a couple of really strong power slams, body slams at the time, managing to go at it with the enhancement talents. Brody Chase and his partner are thrown around quite a bit. Scott Steiner, in all yellow and black attire, managing to go for a belly-to-belly suplex that he hits pretty aggressively. And then we see highlights for the round robin nature tournament. Jackson Walker and Ricky Nelson up next, but the round robin tournament is the Starcade tournament, with both a singles and tag team Iron Man competition. Gordon Solie hypes that pretty well. A woman presents Doom. Of course, Doom is the tag team of Ron Simmons and Butch Reed. Of course, they are under masks. Simmons and Reed under masks. I don't quite know why they bring them in under masks, but it happens anyway. Pretty much a brawl, as it were. Simmons is pretty dominant. Reed comes in, hits a power slam too, and the team of Doom is in a very strong position as they go into Starcade. Then we go to Ric Flair in a highlighted position with the run with Gary Hart and other such. Here we go to highlights of the Flair and Muta reel there from the November 25th, 89 edition, which we will be covering right here. So won't go through that, but needless to say, Ric Flair promising that there is a major announcement in return the following week. Ric Flair also promises that the Horsemen will be back at their best. U.S. Heavyweight Champion Lex Luger out next. Luger, of course, doing more heel, wearing the heelish robe, and not happy that he is not getting accolades from the fans. And, Bill Brown, I believe, is the enhancement talent of the day, who falls to Luger pretty quickly, and effectively Luger casts him to the outside, couple of clotheslines, and the torture rack back breaker leads to Luger getting the victory here in about 3 minutes' time. Luger also goes after anybody in the ring, and Luger and Sting finally go heads up. Sting basically saying that he wants his hands on Lex Luger. He has a dream, and that he doesn't know who he can trust. Sting in an enhancement match here. Couple of kicks by the enhancement talent, who does not get very far with Sting. Sting basically hits the couple clotheslines and the Scorpion death drop and death lock after back body drop, and Sting is in control. of his run here. We then go into a more, I guess you'd say, outlandish way of being here. The threat of the New Zealand militia is here. They are out and they're kind of doing a lumberjack thing. Lord Littlebrook is out with those individuals. Not quite sure why that becomes a thing, but attack on one of the enhancement talents, going after things there, and ultimately the New Zealand militia gets a quick victory there. Of course, that includes Jack Victory and Rip Morgan, who I believe are renamed to the Secret Service. The Road Warriors LOD promised to be victorious at the pay-per-view. They are committed to that process, and they also admit to or being willing to team up with the Steiners. They say they have no friends, but they'll have allies for one night. The run of the Dynamic Dudes going at it with a brawl, and ultimately there is a brawl between the Dynamic Dudes and or a match there between the Dynamic Dudes and the Midnight Express. That obviously goes in the direction of the Midnight Express. They have been fighting over Jim Cornette's managerial services for a while. The match goes round and round. Cornette is unhappy, slows the nature of the match. The ultimate payoff happens to be more towards, after a whole bunch of stalling, we see the nature of things going in the direction of Johnny Ace and Stan Lane in there for a good bit of time. Lane with a couple of kicks. Lane sends one of the Dynamic Dudes to the outside. The Midnight Express, though, getting the majority of the fans' support. Shane manages to come in and clean house on both members of the Midnight Express. Doesn't last very long, but the use of the tennis racket that is tossed in by Jim Cornette leads to a Midnight Express victory here. Then we go to a six-man tag team squash match with the Great Muta Dragon Master and Buzz Sawyer. Sawyer promises to eliminate whomever is coming next, and J-Tex says they are going to be in strong control as we go forward here, and that will close us out for today. Obviously, Muta hits the moonsault. Buzz Sawyer in complete control as J-Tex takes control, and there we go. We'll be back with more right after this.